Welcome. God keeps me isolated for my devotions and against betrayal and even idolatry. So I no longer am in direct contact with other TIs. I was super dependent on being in contact with him every day. It was like constant contact with TIs instead of constant contact with God. I do not have a good personality. God's working on it. But people will get mad and they don't want to have anything to do with me because I be tripping on them. Okay, y'all? I'll be going crazy on them sometime, and this includes TIs, telling them off and telling them this and that, and they don't want to deal with me. And God has allowed for that because God has plans for me. And so he's isolated me because I will tend to betray him. I will tend to be constantly in contact with other TIs, not praying, not praising God, not reading his word, not meditating on him. He got me doing tithes and offerings. He made me give sacrificially. So that's good, but it's not everything. And he wants me to be doing my devotions, and it's still a challenge. But yeah, he got me isolated, y'all, because when I put other TIs in that constant contact with other TIs above God, and I feel like if I'm not talking to a TI for however many hours a day, or texting and emailing and this kind of stuff, that becomes idolatry because I'm putting my life on them. Like, if I'm not in contact with them, I don't know what I'm going to do. And that's not good. And for me, it's such a big part of my sin that it really required the Lord to isolate me, to force me, if you will, praise his holy name. When he forced me to do something, it's for my good. To force me to do devotions and to get to know him and to rely on him. When I had this falling out with this TI, I lost contact with all of this particular TI's folks because they were the ones I was in contact with on social little things for Google and whatnot. But there was one of them who I became friends with independently. And I started bugging him every day. I was having to text and call, and he was kind of like, you can't do this every single day. And I was like, oh, this is the Lord getting on me. I need to depend on the Lord. Constant contact with the Lord, not constant contact with other TIs. He and I are still in contact. We talk maybe once a week. Sometimes we talk a few times a week. Sometimes we talk less than once a week. He's a wonderful guy. David, I'll send out my love to you. You know, you've been a blessing to me, and I thank God for you. But the Lord's not going to tolerate my idolatry of being so dependent on other people when I need to be dependent on him first and foremost. Now, I'm in contact with other folks that is participating in this program, and sometimes we have pleasant exchanges. We don't do lunch or anything, but that's about all my contact is, mostly other folks, agents of this program. But it's a blessing. It's pleasant, and God makes me love them. The Lord does it, not me. I send out my love to all you beautiful born-again TIs, anyone watching my channel. Please help my humble channel to grow. Like, subscribe, share, comment, any combination thereof.